So hey guys, I hope you all are doing great. I know it's been so long I haven't put a video on the channel, but trust me on this. Like this whole month, the last month has been super busy because we had a new batch which we started at Maverick. So all of that, and then also there are some surprises that I want to tell you guys. I will tell it to you at the end of the day. There's a super packed week that the next week is gonna be crazy action packed. So I'm gonna talk everything about it. But in today's video, I'm going to tell you guys why do you need to do multi-engine rating and basically what is multi-engine rating. Okay, what are the benefits, how much will it cost you, what are the advantages out of it, and everything related to it. But before we start, if you're new to the channel, my name is Shansh. I'm a commercial pilot, and on this channel, I talk a lot about aviation, my daily vlogs, and how to be a pilot in India. So, if you're someone who is interested in all these topics, do consider subscribing. You will never, you're not gonna regret it. Trust me. Let's get started. So first, for someone who does not know what multi-engine rating is, let me tell a little bit about it. Now, when you get a driver's license, you usually get it for a specific category of car, like maybe a light motor vehicle or maybe a motorcycle. But when you talk about a CPL, when you get a CPL license, you only can fly all the aircrafts that are endorsed on your license. Now, endorsements are of various aircrafts. You have single engine, and then you have multi-engine, and then you have turbine engines where you do the type rating and everything. That's a completely different video. I think I've also made a video on type rating. You can go and check it out in the I button right away. But to talk about multi-engine rating, now multi-engine rating is a requirement which a lot of airlines have put in recent years, and the reason because they want some sort of twin engine experience with you guys before they induct you and train you on a bigger aircraft, a jet turbine aircraft or something like that. So this rating is actually become more or less mandatory if you want to work as a commercial pilot in India. Now the question arises that how is multi-engine rating different from single engine rating? Now when you fly an aircraft which has only one engine like a Cessna 172 or maybe a DA-40, which are the aircrafts that you'll fly when you join one of the flying clubs in the country, after that once you fly these aircrafts, usually you have to fly 185 hours of this aircraft, okay, and the remaining 15 hours are dedicated to multi-engine flying. Now we all know that we need to do a total of 200 hours of flying in order to get a commercial pilot license in India, so you can divide it as 185 of single engine and 15 hours of multi-engine. Now if you go by the rules and what DGCA tells you, DGCA has a prescribed syllabus for every multi-engine aircraft that you're flying. Now that syllabus actually ends in 11 hours of flying. But then why do we need those extra 4 hours? They are pretty costly. The reason that you need those extra 4 hours is that airlines usually ask for 25 hours on multi-engine flying. But you do not need all of those 25 hours on an actual aircraft. Now, out of those 25 hours that you require for the airline interviews or to even apply for an airline induction, 15 out of those 20 hours need to be mandatorily to be done on an aircraft, and the remaining 10 hours can be done on a simulator or a multi-engine simulator, which is anyway something that you're going to do when you get your instrument rating done. Now, just like flying a single engine aircraft is pretty exciting to most of you who are aspiring pilots and want to learn the skill of flying or enjoy flying, multi-engine is a task, trust me. Now, it's not only the task flying the aircraft, it's also a task getting a slot in the country, because to be very frank, multi-engine aircrafts are really scarce at this point in the country. But with time, almost every other flying club is getting a multi-engine aircraft in their fleet or adding it into their fleet. So getting slots now more or less is like where you're asking for it and how much you're willing to pay for it. Now, as I said previously, like this multi-engine rating is more or less mandatory for airlines and for all of the whole of the induction process. It's not really important on which multi-engine aircraft you do your training. There are various flying clubs offering various options. You can choose from a PA-34 to a DA-42 to TechNAMs and you name it. There are many different flying clubs offering this. But again, in order to start your multi-engine rating, you need to have cleared the technical specific paper of that particular aircraft. Now, this is a mandatory thing and no flying club will take your admission if you're technical specific for whatever type of aircraft or whatever type of multi-engine aircraft to be specific, you are trying to do your training on or get an endorsement on. Now let's talk about how much time it takes to get this rating after finishing 185 hours of your single engine flight. Most of the flying clubs offer this training in a duration of around 15 to 20 days, which is more or less everywhere. So this much amount of time you will have to be at that flying club. If the flying club that you're already flying a single engine with has a multi, then your job is much more easier. You don't have to go to another flying club to do it. In my case, I had to go to another flying club just for 3 hours because at that time there were very few instructors on the aircraft that I did my multi on. So I had to go to another flying club just to finish up the test, the flight test that we call. But at this point, usually any flying club that is offering a multi-engine rating will have a both instructor and an examiner at the same flying club, so that your job is much more easier. Now let's talk about the price. Now this is one of the important things because I know the whole CPL thing comes down to one thing, the cost. And I've been talking about this a lot that it is very expensive to be a pilot. Not only in India, but even if you do your training abroad, it's gonna be the same thing. So it's expensive. Let's just digest that fact. Now talking about the cost. Now the cost again ranges per hour of your flying, just like single engine flying. So usually you can think of a price range somewhere from 30,000 to 40,000 an hour of flying. So multiply that by 15. So you can consider a cost between 6 to 8 lakhs anywhere in the country. And now that, as I told, depends on flying club, depends on the aircraft that you're trying to do your multi-engine rating on. But this will be additional cost apart from what you're already paying for the 185 hours of single engine. And simulator cost is not much. Simulator cost is usually 3 to 4,000, in the range of 3 to 4,000 per hour. So multiply that by 10, so around 30 to 40,000 extra. So I'm giving you a rough figure. These figures keep changing at the time I'm making this video. This is what I know, and this is what most of the flying clubs are offering. Now guys, just to give my own thought and my view about this, it is that multi-engine rating is something that you should do, okay? Because more or less it will be required in your airline interviews or sometime ahead in your career. And at that point, let's say you think, okay, maybe I'll just wait, I'll do my multi-engine rating after finishing 200 hours of CPL. What if you get there's an NL vacancy which requires this and you do not have it? Well, you're gonna just waste a very good and rare opportunity in your whole career. So it's always preferable for you to finish your multi-engine along with within the 200 hours of flying, so that at the end, if you do the math, you'll actually end up saving a little bit of your money as well, because you'll subtract those 15 hours of single engine and then whatever additional you have to pay for your multi. So if you ask me, my opinion is that go ahead, do a multi-engine rating, join a flying club which has a multi-engine aircraft, so that your task is, whole of your thing is fluid and easy. So I thought of making this video small and informative. I hope you guys have understood why you need a multi-engine rating, how much it's going to cost you, and where you can do it and on which aircraft. Also, to end this video, I'm going to tell you guys that in the upcoming week, actually from the Sunday, I think I'll upload this video on a Saturday. So Sunday onwards, I'm gonna go on an adventure. Okay, so the next 10 days I'm gonna vlog. So this whole channel will be dedicated to my travel, and I hope you guys will love it. It's gonna be crazy. Like I just wanna tell you that stay tuned on the channel. Go hit that like button, subscribe. You're not gonna regret it. The next 10 days are gonna be amazing. So I'll not tell you. You just see it. I'll start vlogging from. Actually, I'm shooting this video before, so today I'll start vlogging today, and the journey is gonna begin. So if you're new, do consider subscribing, you will love it. With that said, I'll end the video here. I hope you all are doing amazingly fine. I hope you all are healthy, your families are healthy. Stay safe, guys. We are almost at the end of this, and you can start with your flying training right now. Things are looking pretty fine, and I hope by the end of this year everything will be back on track. So just being super optimistic. So take care, stay safe, and like I always say, stay golden. See you in the next one. Bye bye.